I have been wanting to do these videos for such a long time, and I actually have been doing some, but I really am not able at this point, or was not able up to this very moment, to really do them regularly. So I decided I will do every day 10 minutes of talking to a video and just uploading it. And if I will want to do some editing, if I will have time, I will do it. Otherwise, I will just upload it. Because there are some things that I really need to work through for me to be able to share and create what I so much want to create. And let me just, in this one, tell you what I really wanted to do. I've been taking a very long time to study psychology. I was 14 years old when my family immigrated from Ukraine to Israel due to anti-Semitism. Something that I've experienced personally as a kid. And actually that's a part of why it was so hard for me to do, because I was so bullied for being Jewish and being different in all kinds of ways in school that I literally lived my school years desiring to disappear and not understanding why this is not possible. Why I can just like melt into the chair and not be seen at all. And I know this is so good, me talking about it, because I know that there are so many kids and now adults who are experiencing this, who desire in some place in themselves they were able to disappear, not to experience the shaming, the bullying, the pain that sometimes this world really has in abundance. So you can see then how to be visible and to be speaking up and to be public and to be exposed to all kinds of people, some nice, some not that nice. I mean, right now, I have such a tiny following and I think these are mostly people who really enjoy what I do. So I love you so much and I appreciate you so much, and this is very precious for me to have you in my life, to know that some loving eyes are looking at me right now. This has been such a big gift. You have no idea. So thank you so much. So this is where I started. We immigrated. It was a super tough year to see my parents kind of crumble, and from their place of gods to being very much human, struggling human, in pain human, lost humans without jobs, and me realizing it's not the heaven I was hoping or thinking it will be, or let's say just not only the heaven. So this is how I got into psychology. I needed to know, how can I be happy? I needed to know that there is a way to be joyful and to be strong in my spirit, regardless of what circumstances I'm in. And I dug into Freud, and I've read his books, and I began to be exposed to this idea that I can be aware of myself. There is this ability to be watching myself, watching my experiences, watching my feelings, and learning, watching my processes, watching my behaviors, how all this interact with each other. So that was fascinating. And this is how very early I knew I'm going to be a psychologist. And of course, this is what I did through college. I then continued to study. I actually got very much curious about brain. So I took my master's in more neurological kind of research approach, but I always knew I wanted to treat people. I could see suffering, I could feel suffering. I saw it in me, I saw it around me. And obviously the more I did this path, the more I myself went through therapy, I could see how incredibly powerful that is, and how much peace comes from my own attitude and my own relationship with myself. How powerful is to be aware of my emotions, to listen to myself. And slowly I began to tap even into another level of self-compassion and self-love as I entered my doctorate degree in California. And this was actually related to me beginning to learn meditation, yoga. I got into Vipassana. I actually did 2 Vipassana courses. It's like when you meditate for 11 hours a day for 10 days in silence. This all just brought a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. You see, and like even when I say a lot of wisdom, there is like this part of me that is, oh, you're saying that you're wise. So that's another part of the heritage that I have, and you can call it, I guess, imposter syndrome. It just that part that I think so many of us have, that is just judgmental, right? That is just judgmental, just that is judgmental. And again, right? Like I can feel myself breathing more, like pressured breathing, more anxious. Again, fear to be seen, fear to be thought. Who does she think she is? And what I'm going to do together with you, I'm just going to be my own case, my own client. And I will show you and myself and, I don't know, all of us. No, I don't want to show anything. Like, you see, that again, I guess I really don't want right now to be in a position of teacher. And that's another topic, because I realized that a part of like therapy can be better once I'm as a therapist exposing my humanity and completely ruining this idea that in some ways I'm knowing more than the other person, which is not true. I do know more than some other people. How will I put it? There is a damage in thinking that there is this person, they figured it out, they are in some way having a beautiful life, they're wiser than me, and I'm less than, and so I'm going to try and get to that level. And this is a myth. That person actually also has struggles, also has challenges, also didn't figure things out. They do have some skills, that maybe do have some abilities. Maybe they are more comfortable sitting with their emotions. Maybe they can soothe themselves a little bit better, or not, a little bit, whatever, just better, right? To some degree. But it's not like, in my experience, it's not like I ever get to be all put together and know everything, and never suffer and never struggle. It just does not happen. It just does not happen. And I think this is part of what I want to share. I want to share my humanity, but then I'm so terrified to be me, right? Because I don't want to be judged. I don't want to have these horrible experiences I had when I was a kid. Yeah. And then this is also so interesting. Who is saying that? When I'm saying me, who is me? Like, do I, the essence of who Ira is, cares what other people will think or judge? Actually, no. I know what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want to connect with you. I'm doing this because I love you so much. You have no idea. I know it's crazy to think that you can love a person you don't even know, you never met. But I know so deeply, I feel it inside of me, that in the very essence, we are one soul. So really, I'm talking to the essence of me when I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the human who is a very good-hearted and loving person, but struggling to consistently be loving with themselves. And yes, it is super, super hard. Look at me, I'm doing this for 25 years. Doctorate in clinical psychology, tons of meditation hours. And it's hard. And the expanded awareness actually allows for more stuff to surface. So in a sense, it's my little victory that I'm able to talk to you and to be vulnerable this way. And it's already 11 minutes. And I want to keep it short. I love you. It will mean a world to me if you would leave a comment and share your thoughts, and maybe share what it's like for you to be visible and to be on camera. Yeah, it would be super, super precious for me. Have a lovely day. I hope with some sprinkles or a ton of sprinkles of love toward yourself and compassion. See you tomorrow.